Hey everyone, this is Tommy with Body Art Athletics. I'm excited to be paired up with Project Hockey, and today we'll be going over week 3. So as I go through this, I want you guys to also be looking at your sheets so we can go through this together. Looking at day 1 of week 3. Similar, or actually the same as we've always done, we're staying within that first box first before we progress to the second one. So for example, A, the lateral line hops, you do that exercise for 10 seconds, you're resting 30 to 60 seconds, and then you're going to B, forward backward line hops, C, D, and then you're progressing down. One thing I would like to point out is as we look at that first box, H, the 2-step shuffle into 1-leg skip. The first time you do that, it'll probably be a little bit awkward. It's more of like a little bit of a hop and then stick, hop and then stick. So I call it the 2-step shuffle, even though it's more like a hop. And if you click on that video, it'll kind of explain what I'm talking about. But again, it can be a little bit awkward. So make sure you're watching that video and kind of practicing figuring it out as you get going. Looking at that second box, A, shuffle 5 yards, pause into, you sprint back to the line that you started with. B is the sprint 5 yards, C, and then D. With this, the one I want to point out is the C, back pedal 5 yards, pause. It says use a T-stop. Watch that video. It's a little bit different. It's an exercise that you're kind of stopping and your back foot is kind of a little bit outside. It's going to help you stop and then come back forward. It's an exercise that I feel is hockey specific, and it'll have some transfer onto the ice, and that's why I want to really point out that exercise, because there is transfer. Looking at the strength aspect, I would like to point out that it's an eccentric phase, and what that means is as you're going down slow. So in this phase, several exercises, we're going to have you going down slow. Push-ups, make sure we're keeping that elbow in at a 45. The reason being is if your elbow is wide, it's going to put more stress on your shoulder. As hockey players, your shoulders take enough stress. We don't need to be stressing them even more in the weight room. So we have the elbows at a 45 as we go down. If it's too difficult, just put your hands on a bench or a chair, or if you have a picnic table, also works great. Get yourself a little bit higher, elbows at a 45. Technique is crucial. Now we're looking at day 2. Day 2, I would like to point out in that first box, B, the partner lacrosse ball drop. The most common mistake I see is the partner is holding the ball and dropping it. The most common mistake I see is the other person trying to anticipate that ball drop. By waiting for that ball to drop, now you're not only working on your first 3 steps or first 3 strides, you're also working on your reaction time. So this is a great exercise to not only work on your speed, but also your reaction time. And as we all know, hockey is all about reaction. Second box, A, we're looking at the high knees into sprint. B, 25-yard build-up, and then C is that cone drill. Last box is the strength aspect. A1 and A2, A3. So there's 3 of them now paired up, A1, 2, and 3. Do those exercises, then it's B1, B2, B3. Do those 3 before moving on to the last C1, C2, and then C3. Now we're looking at day 3. Day 3, first box, A, forward backward line hops, B, C, and H. Second boxes, we got A, B. Shuffle A is the shuffle 5 yards, pause, back pedal back. Got the speed aspect of the 15-yard sprint, and then the last part is the strength aspect. One coaching tip I want to point out with the bottom is the B stance squat with pause. You're standing with that B stance, you're standing on one leg. We're doing a progression for a single leg squat. So 90% of your weight will be on that stance leg, just 10% on that other leg. And again, look at some of the exercises in there have eccentric, which means we're going down slow. Any questions? Put them in the Google Docs. You want video feedback? My email is linked below, so send me any videos you would like video feedback on your technique. And a reminder, we're getting to the net all summer. We're getting better all summer. Keep doing that work.